Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel eddieinreadingland. My name is Eddie and today I am bringing you another video on my daily draw series, and this time is journaling. Okay guys, so I'm trying to make these videos really short because I feel like then people would like to see them more, or they would like to see them to the end more. So hopefully that's what's gonna happen. So to review my last two videos, the first step that we went through is contemplation of the card, and the second step was writing the date and the card that you got for that day. We started to do this, or I started to do this, just so that I could create a habit and allow myself to create that order in that that habit. Create that habit for myself, and that I found was the easiest way that I could do it. But now I am going to show you the next step, which is journaling. Now, with journaling, it doesn't have to be as a big paragraph or two paragraphs, even though it can very well be that. Especially when you're starting, I think that one sentence would be enough, because whatever time that you're doing it throughout the day, it will just take you 1 or 2 minutes to do that. And I know that it is very difficult to create time for ourselves and for our tarot practice, especially when we're starting a habit. But the only way that we're actually going to be able to do that is by creating time. None of us have enough time during the day for probably anything. We have to create that time for it. And at this point, when we get to journaling, I feel like it is a medium to medium advanced state that you will have in your practice, because daily draws are just so important for daily practice, and because you learn as an individual what the card means for yourself, thus what those cards can mean for others in different situations. Only you are able to know what's going on with yourself, and only you are able to interpret that card for yourself at that moment, with the things that are going on around you and what you're experiencing and what other people around you are experiencing, perhaps, or how issues, problems, or other people affect you. And that's what we do in our daily practice, or I'm sorry, that's what I do in my daily practice, and that's what I want you guys to do for your daily practice as well. Just gather insight and learn to interpret the cards in different ways outside of the normal structure of the tarot. With the daily practice, especially with journaling, you're going to find that cards will have very special meanings for you that may differ from the usual structure of tarot. That's how I found out that I align better with a numerological reading of the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords by journaling. That's the only that was the only way that I would find that out over the years. And yes, years, I say years, and hopefully this doesn't deter anybody, but yes, it will be years, because your tarot practice reflects you and your experience and your learning and your absorption of information and your practice and taking action because of that practice. To me, is very important. Daily draws are very important to my routine. I'm not asking you guys to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning like I do so that I have time to do all of the things that I want to do, and one of those things is journaling. But I am asking you for 1 or 2 minutes of your day so that you can start journaling and make it easy for you guys. But so I want to show you guys my journal, my current journal. I don't have anything fancy. It's just this, what is it? A composition graph ruled book. My husband has a ton of, my husband and I have a ton of these books over there in the garage, and that's what I'm using. It doesn't have to be fancy, but please, by all means, use something fancy if you want. Use something beautiful if it's going to make you journal or want to use that. Use different color pencils if you want to. Honestly, you guys are going to see my very tiny writing over here. I don't mind that you guys read it at all. My life is almost an open book to anybody. So if you guys want to pause this and read what I wrote in the morning when I did my tarot, please feel free to do that. But what I was going to show you was, this is the only thing that I use is a pencil and an eraser. This is a pen eraser that I like. And the reason why I use pencil and not pen is because I don't like to scratch words or sentences on my journaling. I would rather erase them and have a blank slate and not have that really ugly scratch of ink on the paper. But again, that is my preference. That is just me. That is what I do. So I have a practice of daily draws in the morning where I sit down and I ask the tarot, various questions. Actually, I don't usually just, I don't usually just use only one question. Depends on the day, I would use a different question. But for example, and the question that I want you guys to ask yourselves when you take your time to do journal is, what do I need to be aware about myself right now at this moment? I'll repeat it again. What do I need to be aware about myself right now at this moment? Now, why do I want you to ask that question? You can ask whatever question you want, but that brings two things. One, it brings the purpose of the reading of the daily draw to yourself. And also, it allows you to interpret the symbols in the card intuitively as you see fit, and that question will not make you have a wrong answer ever. Why? Because awareness is tied to you. It's tied to your experience. It's tied to your emotion. It's tied to your thought process. What you're aware of that moment is important. And what we're doing is we're taking it out with tarot. I want to show you guys an example. But I will do that. I will give you an example. But I wanted to show you guys first my journal, because this is a regular practice for me. I write a paragraph. Sometimes I write more than a paragraph. So this was about 2 paragraphs. Sometimes I take 1 card, sometimes I take 2, as you guys see over here. Over here, Disciple of the Moon and the 3 of Coins. Sometimes I have a 3 card spread. Sometimes I have way too much. I dedicate a lot of my time to journaling and daily draws, guys. It's just, I really enjoy doing it. It's very enjoyable to me. I like it. It helps me. It allows me to develop. It allows me to grow. And it allows me as well to learn more about my tarot practice. And I can take that to other people as well. But yeah, so this is my journal. See, and I even have my different spreads over here as well in my journal. Again, it's nothing beautiful or it's nothing pretty per se. I have a horrible handwriting as well. I'm sure that you guys can do a lot better, but I do want you guys to use to write at least one sentence when you're journaling. It's amazing how just one sentence can reveal about what you're experiencing and what you're aware of at that moment. It'll surprise you. It'll bring you a lot of surprises. But I wanna give you guys an example before I leave, and I'm gonna use The Children of Astera by the incomparable Sia Hunt, because I haven't used this tarot, and I want to use it, and I want to use it. Now that I have an excuse to use it, I'm going to do that. So, oh, and by the way, I'm using reversals, or I used reversals. So maybe I will give you an example. Whoops, of oh my goodness, a lot of cards that fell over there. An example of what how I would read the card upright and how I would read the card reversed. But so now I'm going to ask the tarot, what do I need to be aware of about myself right now at this moment? Okay. So, if I get a jumper, what we call jumpers, or what I like to call jumpers, I think that's a very, very, very common term in the tarot community now. I will take that jumper or jumpers, but usually what I do is I take the first card from the top of the deck, and here we go. We have the Ten of Pentacles upright, and so with the Children of Astera, this also exemplifies corn as a bounty. You guys can see as well that there's more wealth here other than corn, but that is what this card is supposed to portray. So, remember the first steps. I should say the first two steps. Contemplation. Okay, it's the Ten of Discs, or the Ten of Pentacles. What do we know about the Ten of Pentacles? This is a card about wealth, not necessarily financial wealth. It could be family, especially blood relations, and the people that are important to you. This is about wealth resources. So whatever that you have in excess, this is exactly what this card is about. To me, the Ten of Pentacles, and again, I say to me because out of all of the years in practice, especially when I'm doing the draws for myself, the Ten of Discs makes me, especially because it's upright, it makes me appreciate the things that I have, the things that are, the resources that I have that are important to me and to the people that are around me. So I start, whenever I get the Ten of Pentacles, it's more about me expressing that gratitude for myself of all the good things that I have in my life. So I start thinking, what resources do I have that are good in my life? Well, people are resources, and I know that sounds a little bad and it sounds objective, but I am thankful that I am thankful for my husband. I am thankful for the puppers that we have. We have two beautiful puppers. These two puppers and my husband are my family. Even though we're not blood relations, we're definitely a nucleus, and we're definitely a family. We bring bounty to each other. We're providing emotional resources to each other. We're definitely working towards, doing our best to save money and staying financially fluent. So that's also another message that this card is bringing to me. Again, this is contemplation. So I think about all of those things. That's the first step, contemplation. The second step is writing it down. So let's do that. So we have, let me see, the Ten of Pentacles, and today, well, I already wrote the date over here, guys, but I'm going to go ahead and do it as well, just as an addendum for today. So February 25th, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. And then I'm going to write exactly what I just said. Again, it can be just one sentence, guys. So I want to show appreciation for the resources that I have. That is it, guys. That is what journaling is all about. You don't have to go further than that, even though we contemplated more on the card. The reason why I want you to do just one sentence is so that you're able to do it. It takes 1 or 2 minutes, guys. Literally, it took me less than a minute to write that sentence, to write the date, to write the name of the card, to write the sentence. And it probably took me about a minute or two to contemplate on this card and see what it was transmitting to me at that specific moment. This is, it looks easy, but I know it's difficult. It is difficult to create a habit. I know that it is. And that is why we're trying to keep it easy. We're trying to keep it simple. Hopefully this helped, guys. Hopefully this message got transmitted to you. But let me know in the comments if what is your daily practice? Do you have one? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be glad to find out what it is. But thank you so much, guys, and bye-bye. Porque pensar que todo va mal te alejará de la felicidad. Así que maybe, I'm not really sure. Tengo maneras de darte suerte. No, wait. I don't even remember. Okay, let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, that works. Okay. So I can put this upside down, but should I use reversals for this? I'm not really sure. Maybe I should. Okay. Okay, whatever. Did I clap? Oh gods, I don't remember if I clapped or not. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter how many claps I have. Okay.